we are starting today's video off a little different than usual. I know I say that a lot, but trust me, this time, let me pause my phone because my phone's gonna be stupid. But trust me, this time, everything's different. And why do I say everything's different? Because we have a dart behind us that has no front end on it anymore. I know, you're as confused as I am. The last time we saw a clip of the dart, about 2 weeks ago, I built the world's worst daily driver. A car that didn't even run. It attempted to run and I attempted to drive it, and it didn't work at all. I'm gonna put in a couple clips though. My wife having some fun in the car. However, afterwards, I did get the 4-barrel swap and everything working. I got some new wheels and tires on it, just some freshly powder coated steelies I knocked out, a bunch of little things, a bunch of little odds and ends, but there's one major difference besides the front end no longer being attached. And as we open this door, how to test if your dart works good. Seems good. I don't know about you guys, but the major difference is we have a second dart. I know, you're thinking, what the hell, Joe? Come on now, you need more projects? No, never. But obviously, I needed the correct front end for this car. I was over the scamp front, it just wasn't what I wanted. Didn't fit the vibe of the car. And I know a bunch of people are like, well, what is the vibe? Are you restoring it? Is it a daily driver? Is it a race car, a hot rod? What is it? It's a fun old Mopar. What else is it? It's 4-speed, it's a small block. It got the good diff. It's got the parts that we want. It's just ugly. I hate that park bench front bumper. And now we have all the pieces that we need. We just got to make them a little prettier. And in the meantime, I'm cleaning up some of this old damage and spray foam and junk that I never got to, because I started on the back, worked my way to the front, and then just immediately went back to the back. So instead of this long ramble clip I've already started, I gotta clean up. I'm gonna get some B-roll going. There's parts, there's tools, there is stuff everywhere. And before I can do anything else, I need a fresh slate. I need cleanliness all around me. So let's clean up the second garage. Yeah, I'm throwing a bunch of spare parts and stuff in there. We have this stuff ready, and you're wondering why? Why does he load the family up constantly, take them places that doesn't matter, far, far from home, to pick up crappy parts cars? I'll show you in a second. Well, it's always great when you're driving a car and you need the multimeter out, right? Let's see if this is gonna show up, but that voltage doesn't look great. Of course, that happens on the way down to get a car. Fantastic. All the O'Reillys want $240 for their alternators, which is stupid. We're gonna attempt to just make it to the car, get the car, a little B-roller or something like that, and get the car loaded up and make the 2-hour trip back north, then worry about the alternator. I didn't bring enough tools. I had to stop to buy a multimeter, so it's turning into one of those days.
Turn onto the road.
I mean, it's almost charging. Okay, so, zoom out. I made it 100 miles home, and I realized they have a wheel spacer to make big bolt fit small bolt, and it looks like it's done come off. So the tire has been rubbing against the inner fender the whole time, and I think the only thing holding it in is this factory pinch wheel. I'm not making it 100 miles like this. So I gotta figure something out. Oh, the joys of working on cars. How tight was tight? That tight. So wait, is this recording? Oh, it is. When you guys need a sudden jack handle Wait, jack handle, jack stand? Yeah, what the? No. I'm flustered, I'm tired. Gotta get home for the stepdaughter's birthday, so. Whee! I'm not gonna die. Here, let's just let this down. There we go. Yeah, go.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So after a little bit of B-roll of me cleaning and also the B-roll of me picking up the other dart, having some fun with the family that day, it was just a sporadic day. Yeah, started to just try to get this tidied up and keep getting these giant, I don't know if it wants to show up on camera, these giant wads of dirt and all this out of these vents. So me trying to be, you know, smart, took a piece of TIG rod, shoved it through this hole, thinking, oh, I'll just force everything back up there. What do you see right there? Yeah. Ooh, I shouldn't have touched it. That's all hair and this, I'm pretty sure this is all a mouse house. It's all conglomerated. And with A-bodies being engineered so fantastically, you can't take this fucking thing off. There's nowhere to reach. So I'm fishing through here. I got the vacuum up there. I'm having so much fun. And so while I'm doing all that, like I said, look at this. This is on the passenger side. It's just coming out like nobody's business. But yeah, and then of course I get in here and I'm thinking, oh, can I get into it through like the heater box? Cause wait, oh yeah, pop the heater box cover off. Pretend like mine's supposed to be riveted on, but shh. And while I'm doing that, my hand's right here. I'm like, wait. Why is that slick to the touch? Antifreeze on the passenger floor. Swear I didn't see any heater core leak. My coolant was staying full. But I'm guessing it's like misting inside of the freaking heater box and that's letting it I don't know. But now my hands are slick with glycol from my carpet being wet. Oh, it's just one thing after another. But yeah, like I said, I'm just cleaning all this up. I'm gonna go through, probably throw some bed liner on the inner fenders on both sides. And while I'm tidying all this up, I've realized I patched right there. And I accidentally kind of half-assed grinding that weld out. So I'll grind that out, but the fender being bolted on did not let me see that I actually had one tiny little spot to fix. So I'm gonna repair that. We'll do that real fast. And then to be honest, I think I'm gonna probably start half-ass bolting the front end on, just so I can get a rough visual. I need to go through and none of this is, yeah, I don't, just no. Just no. So I gotta go bust out the loom and some heat shrink, clean up all this. But yeah, didn't plan on today's video being like this. It's actually been like 2 weeks since my last video, so at least it's something. This one's gonna be short, sweet, to the point. We have a dart that we ruined and another dart that we ruined. Average Joe ruins, I guess. But yeah, let's get to some work on a little bit of rust repair on that Johnny and find something else to do. That does not involve me dealing with. Can you just like torch and? Oof. I'll just burn the whole car down doing that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna weld and I'll figure that shit out later.
Different wheels and tires on it, so we can actually move it.
Protect your carburetors.
Because I don't think that's gonna hold air. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Keep your carb sealed with your phone while you're watching videos.
It's literally, I see the back of the house now. On the inside.
You should always put side load on your discs and use them as grinders too. Smart. Well, I may never, ever be good at YouTube. B-roll, editing, filming videos, talking to the camera, thinking of things to do or say content-wise. Cannot hide the fact that I ain't so bad with sheet metal, man. I mean, this patch was literally done in, I don't know, I think the camera said that was like 4 or 5 minutes. Knocked it out to what I would say is a pretty decent standard. I mean, I'm tooting my own horn here, and obviously there's a bunch of people who will say, no, that's not perfect, and blah, 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 and there's a little, you know, this is actually, I think, yeah, this is in the flat of the patch. So that's not even, it's not even me, that's just I had a piece of crappy metal. I literally made the patch panel from some of the chopped off pieces of the quarter panel patches that we had from the duster. Even though this is a dart, yeah, I used duster panels, blah, 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 I was an idiot. Now that's done, I'm gonna squirt it in some paint. That's probably in the garage somewhere, yes. I'll need to get that while I'm in here. I'm gonna touch up a couple of these edges of the paint line. I might toss a little primer down across the seam here. And I might do the same on this side. The car out there has factory glue along those lines, and I feel like an idiot for taking the fenders off. I don't know what I was doing there. I really definitely was putting the wrong car together. I should be putting that car out there. The car has no rust. Like, this is crazy. I don't know if I've shown this on camera, but when I pulled the fenders off, the outside, they look, I know, you're like, oh, this is disgusting. Look on the inside. This is the factory, I think it's silver metallic is the paint code. It's ridiculous. This thing is flawless in there. So yeah, the fenders are great. I need to do a little body work and put those all back together, but before I can do any of that, I'm gonna clean up a bunch more of this mess and figure out how I'm getting Mouse House out of there. I'll see you guys before we get that all done. I know what you're thinking. Why? Why'd you just pull the bumper guards off? Why? Why is the front end on? Because I don't know about you guys. I just needed a glimpse. I actually have a 72 Dart now. What is this, man? This is... First things first. The way the Dart... Yeah, I didn't put the grill in. The grill's over there. I need to put glue in 2 tiny little spots. It's not broken. I'm just worried about it breaking because they're cracked already in the plastic. And so, yeah. Put a little glue there, and then obviously marker light. Here. Yeah. Marker light. Marker light lenses. Or those turn signals, I think parking lamps, something like that. They're required, but like I was saying, darts have the coolest. Oh, I need to throw some WD-40 on this, and obviously bolt it to the actual fenders. But yeah, that's the coolest thing ever. I always wondered why when I got my car, the hood latch that was set up super ghetto and didn't really work. Then on the scamp front, which I threw it outside, I rigged up that wire with the thing under the bumper. Yeah, this is right. This is cool. I dig this. The patch panel is good and hidden. I'm stepping on things. I did end up having, I don't show this on camera, but there's a little wallop, and by little I mean like 1/2 inch thick Bondo. So I'm gonna have some fun body work on this lower valence. May just try to find a better condition lower valence because I'm not restoring this car. I've been accused of it, but I'm not, I promise. I'm just trying to make it what I see in my head. A nice daily driver, a badass hot rod again. But I love the way the bumper looks without the bumperettes on. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go get some polished carriage bolts like this, toss them in there, and I'll just leave the little holes. But I'm digging it. The front end is on as a test. I was gonna put the hood on. And then I noticed, let's see if the camera focuses. When I mean, the nut plate is still there, and I don't know if they were trying to extract it. It almost looks like the nut plate has a bad. If I can pull this out right here and get this pulled back out, what I'm saying is I'm gonna need to do some work, and I'm probably gonna do it off the car. I'll do 50-60% of it off the car. Then I'll probably try to bolt it back up and finalize it there. But also there's a, unfortunately, there's a nice little wallop I didn't notice. Oh, it does go onto the spear. Damn it, I didn't notice that. Like I said, we're not making this a, Barrett Jackson Meekum car. I'm honestly thinking the way to fix that is get everything bolted on. Get everything secured in the way I want it to, and I might come over and just weld, an eyelet, a hook to the top of this, facing this way, ratchet strap that down to the ground or something, and see if it pulls that corner of the hood. Worst case, I'll come through here and smack this as hard as I can. I don't care if the underside's dented. Oh, it still has the rubber on it? Man, it's so weird to not have everything rusted out. I don't know if it caught on camera, but I was cleaning out underneath here before I bolted it on, and when I wiped the dirt away, it was the factory silver metallic, and it was just shiny and beautiful. Desert cars are something else, but I'm stoked. Body lines are lining up. Got my cool little turn signal dudes. I'm just a dork. Like I said, it was going to be a short, sweet to the video. Short, sweet to the point. End of the video here, now, something like that. I'm gonna get back to work, but it's gonna be all off camera. I'm gonna probably end the video with a little time lapse of doing the wiring or something, but I don't know. I just need to tidy up some things, and as much as I wanted this test fit to end with me bolting everything on and be all stoked, I can't. I gotta pull all this off and do a bunch of the bodywork. I could probably sandblast this piece. I need to do a bunch of the bodywork to these off the car, because otherwise I'm not gonna get to the lines that I wanna get. I don't know. I just need to fake it till I make it. So, mouse nest's got to come out, pull all this off, and probably, I don't know, let's just get back to work before I lose my train of thought and want to put more parts on, because I love the way this front end looks. I need to get it out of the garage so I can see it, but my back wheels have been stolen by a parts car. It's now like 10 o'clock at night, making all the noise that I don't want to be making. And when I say this, when I say this was the most disgusting thing, there's literally, I don't even know how much. I mean, it's everywhere now. It's everywhere. I thought I was dealing with like pine needles and stuff. I saw a little bit of that fur fuzz. I think it's the material from the seats or the headliner or something. I ended up bending the cowl because I just got so mad. That's not me like bending it to get space. That's me pulling on the wads using a powder coating hook. And that's how strong the wads were, is that I was like, ah! And it ripped, and no big deal. I think with my fingers, I can almost bend those down, but I'll use, flathead, bend it back into shape. It does suck that I scuffed frickin' fucking primer in a bunch of spots, but oh well. Clearly. I got body work to do anyways. I did not realize how disgusting that was in there. I gotta make sure, you can't even see, those were those drain holes. I gotta make sure that's all out of there on both sides. That's just terrifyingly disgusting. I hate it so much. We did get this all in. Oh, I thought that was chew marks. I was like, no way, I don't have a mouse in here. But yeah, I did get this all loomed all the way out. Beautiful tuck up. It's all nice. I love it. Everything's great. I left the marker lights unloomed because I think I actually have to cut those. I noticed these do not have the correct marker light lenses in them. Those are the holes that the marker light should go to. I have a marker light over there and I went to test fit it. And upon test fitting, I realized they cut the hole a little bigger and then used some like clamps or something. I don't know, but that means this hole is like a ½ inch taller than it's supposed to be, so. I just wanted a front end for my car and I did not want to be doing all this bodywork. Like I said, I wanted to be driving this thing by Friday. Today's Monday. You guys will be seeing this video Tuesday, but yeah, I wanted to be driving it by Friday with that front end on it. I know someone's gonna make a comment about the big triangle hole. It's getting a Hemi hood scoop, just don't worry. That'll be fine. I believe it had some sort of hood scoop before because there's a paint line and it has some holes, but the crazy thing is I think this was cut out with a drill. So 70s, I mean look at that. Tell me those aren't overlapped drill bit marks the whole way through. I don't know, but yeah, I am going to end it here. I got a bunch of work to do and not enough time. All this stuff that I'm going to be doing now is just off-camera stuff that no one's going to be caring about. Like cleaning up this nasty mess. I did clean up behind these inner panels. The camera's not going to want to focus on that because, there we go. It's all nice and dark, but everything's nice, new, shiny. And by shiny, I mean I just wire wheeled it and flat blacked it. So now that I can guarantee there's no rust, it's all clean, I can start to do the body work I need to on all of this and get it together. The test fit made me so excited, but I mean, what's the test fit matter if I can't have it actually on the car? A bunch of aligning, a bunch of stuff to do, but it is what it is. I'll have a really nice 72 Dart when I'm done. I even have gotten to the point where I'm putting the horns back in the factory location and everything like that. I'm just trying to make this thing nice. I need plugs. Or no, I need plug wires still. I mean, good plugs, but yeah. Air cleaner and spark plug wires, and the drivetrain portion is good. I may look into a motor mount and transmission mount, but now I'm just rambling. I am tired, and I need to get in and edit this video for tomorrow. So if you have not, head down below, hit that like button for me. It's free, and it helps out so much. Subscribe if you haven't, because that helps out immensely more. Tell a friend to do something like that, but I don't know. Take a shot for me, go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hellojojoe builds, I'm out of here.